All right, so here we also have an employee who started working at age 30, started earning $30,000 just like Joe. In fact, started everything the same as Joe. She's the same age as Joe. Her name is Fran. And it says that Fran is more frugal than Joe. She only spends 70% of her salary. So she saves 30% of her salary. She lives on 70% of her salary. And she's invested in the same investment plan that Joe is invested in. Okay, so this is what Fran's graph looks like. So here at age 30, she's making $30,000 and getting a 4% increase. But she's only spending 70%. These are her expenses. And notice her exponential growth, even though she's in the same fund as Joe, since she's putting more money in earlier. Look at her investment income. This is just her interest. So notice you can see the crossover point here is like at age 47 for her. All right, so let's answer these questions comparing Joe and Fran. How much less money does Fran spend at age 30 than Joe? All right, at age 30, Fran spends 70% of $30,000. So her expenses are $21,000. Joe spent 88% of his $30,000. So 26,400. How much less money does Fran spend? 26,400 minus 21,000, I'm sorry, 26,400. So the difference is she lives on $5,400 less than Joe, and she puts that into her investments. How much earlier does Fran reach her crossover point? Well, here's her crossover point here. Is that 48 years old? Maybe 49 years old? So her crossover, let's give it the benefit of the doubt, is at 49 years old. Her investments, her interest is paying her living expenses at age 49, whereas Joe, his crossover point was up here at 64, which is still pretty good. So this is Fran. And Joe was at 64, age 64, let's say. So what is 64 minus 49? That's an extra 15 years. She reached her crossover point 15 years earlier than Joe. 15 years where her interest was paying her living expenses. Now she could keep working and making that income and just keep putting it away. So describe what impact this article might have on your saving versus spending. Hopefully you're seeing the benefit of investing money early in your life and taking advantage of exponential growth.